Hey everyone, welcome to another video in the SealPRO how-to series. Today we're going to be going over the process of creating new revisions for a valve packing data sheet and explaining what the future, installed, and history data sheet statuses actually mean and how they can be used to track and manage your scope.
Okay, as you can see here, I have searched for a sample valve packing data sheet, and on the screen here I have 3 revisions to a single component. I've got Rev 0, Rev 1, and Rev 2. And each revision here is a different status. As you can see, we have history status, future status, and installed status. So the difference between those statuses is in relation to when the valve packing data sheet was created and where it's at in the life cycle of the data sheet process. So a historical record is any record that is obviously in the past. So SealPRO will always keep track of any old valve packing data sheets from forever as long ago as you created data sheets for a single component. It'll never overwrite data for a particular record. The installed status record here, Rev 1, as you can see in this example, this is displaying the current installed configuration in your plant. So if you were to go out into the plant and walk down this valve packing data sheet would represent the configuration that the valve packing is in currently at your plant. The Rev 2 here is showing the future status for this particular valve packing data sheet. And what future status means is basically this is the planning phase of the valve packing data sheet, or what you would typically consider a valve packing or a planning phase for a work order. So what this means is that in the future, you are planning to repack or retorque the valve according to this particular data sheet. Once the work order for this particular data sheet is completed and the SealPRO database is updated, this record will be taken to installed status. So this will show installed, and this will become history. So if I show that now, if I take this future record and I say, okay, they went out and they retorqued this valve, packing according to plan, I'm going to install this record. I click install, and now you can see the status has changed to installed. And if I go back to the home page and re-perform the search, you will see now that Rev 0 and Rev 1 are now in history status, and the latest revision is in installed status. If I ever wanted to go back out to this valve and manipulate the gland studs for any reason, whether it be a valve rebuild, a whole new repack, a retorque, what have you, I would start from this existing installed record and I would create a new future record for this component. And now you can see that I have Rev 3, and I can go in and start manipulating this packing data sheet. Okay, so now if I were to re-perform this search, I will now have a 4th revision. I will have 2 history records, Rev 0 and Rev 1. I will have the currently installed configuration that's out in the plant showing Rev 2, and I will have the new valve packing data sheet that I plan to repack or retorque the valve in the future. This one is now in the planning phase for future work.
All right, so there you have it. Another video on the SealPRO how-to series. Remember, if you want to learn anything about SealPRO, just go ahead and put a comment in the story below, and I will upload a video shortly on what you need to know. See you soon.